What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Rewind and I am a pro MK1 player and content creator for core gaming. On today's video though, we are going to be talking about why so many casual players seem to have some animosity towards my boy Reiko. I'm going to be going briefly over, some of his moves that are heavily complained about. In my opinion, they're not that crazy to deal with, but for casual players, they might be very annoying. So we're just going to go down the move list and explain what moves and why people hate them. Number one, a lot of people hate Reiko, mostly because he zones very hard. He has these 3 stars that he throws and they hit 3 times, and if they hit you while you're trying to armor, they'll break your armor. They have a decent vertical hitbox, so they're pretty hard to jump over, and they do a lot of chip on block and they do pretty decent damage on hit. So a lot of people hate this character because of mostly just that. If I were to really just say one thing that this character is hated for, it's really just the zoning, to be honest. A lot of people also hate him because he gets full combos off of his command grab, and there's not a lot of characters who do that. If I could think of other characters, probably just like Homelander, Shao can also combo it, Ghostface, but Reiko's pretty much known for this because he zones you a whole bunch, and then when he's command grabbing you for full combo. But the cheap thing about command grabs is you really can't tech them. Not even that you really can't tech them, you literally can't tech a command grab. That's what makes it different from a throw. You can tech these, you can't tech this. Another reason why people hate Reiko is because his down 4 is one of the best in the game. It goes super far, it's pretty good on hit, and you can like special cancel it into his stars, and it's a pretty good mix up between the two. And a lot of people just hate to deal with this button because of how far it goes and how hard it is to whiff punish. It's not the easiest button in the world to whiff punish, if I'm being real. So down 4, stars, command grab. Another reason why people hate Reiko is his back 3. His back 3 goes super far, and you can hit confirm it into a full combo. The reason why this button is cheap, because if people try to poke, they get whiff punished pretty easy, from really far too. As you can see, it goes really far. So, and it's one of his biggest damage starters, so he literally gets 40% off of it. So you really can't be whiffing against this character at all. Another thing people hate about Reiko is his anti-airs. This anti-air pretty much goes full screen if somebody's going to jump. If you're pretty good at anti-air, this button is going to be your best friend because it goes super far, as you can see. Like one step in from full screen, I'm already anti-airing this dude. Not a lot of characters are anti-airing from that far. And this button has no hurt box on it. As you can see, he has this little red glow on his kick. That red glow basically gives you an indicator of the distance that it can go. So basically the range on this kick goes further than the actual length of his leg. It actually goes as far as that little red glow goes. So he's one of the best anti-airs in the game. And then at the end of the combo, leaves you right in front of him so that you can command grab. But yeah, Tremor is really strong for Reiko in general, because if he doesn't have Tremor, there's only like a few cameos like Goro and Janet that give him combo potential off his command grab. Not a lot of cameos give him that. So honestly, without Reiko having, Tremor or the cameos that give him the command grab combo, he doesn't get one. And that's the biggest strength of Tremor, in my opinion, is giving him that command grab combo. Otherwise, he just wouldn't get it. So Tremor's pretty cheap for him too because of that, and he gives him more health. As you can see, my opponent has Farah and he has 1050 health at the top. I have Tremor, he has 1100 health, so I got more health and I could command grab combo. I forgot Farah can actually command grab combo as well. A lot of people also hate Reiko because of his slide. It's super fast, and if it's kind of hard to react to, and if you're not ready for it, it can just hit you and pop you up for free. It's full combo punishable, so it's not safe, but it is just obnoxiously fast, and it can combo. So as far as you're just dealing with a bunch of stars and zoning, and then all of a sudden he just slides you, it can be tilting, even for high level players. So, but a lot of casual players can't even deal with just the zoning aspect of them alone. So this is the reason why this video is even being made, is because people complain so much about Reiko and so much about stars. I believe he's like If I were to make a tier list, I would put him between 8 and like 13. I don't think, for as much as casuals complain about him, I don't think he's even top 3. You know, you would think he's top 3 if we were just going off casuals, but a lot of casuals just lack the patience to deal with this move. A couple more things he has, you know, he has this overhead, he has this sweep. You know, the overhead's safe and knocks down. His sweep is +3 on block, and it's low, so if you're mixing up the 3 options of command grab and sweep, it's very hard to defend against them, because you have to block low to block the sweep, you got to block high to block the overhead, and you have to duck or jump to dodge the command grab or armor. So, you know, mix those 3 things combined, you're just guessing, for real. And then you got stars. So and then with Tremor, he can actually combo his overhead, you know, and with Tremor he can also combo his sweep. You know, and this overhead change is actually new. You know, this wasn't always a thing before, so he just got this. Only downside is you got to use the entire cameo bar to use it, but you know, it's an option. Same thing with the command grab. You know, you can command grab. You can command grab if you call Tremor preemptively, so you can like put him on the screen, grab, and then combo it. You can put him on the screen, overhead, and combo it. You can put him on the screen, sweep, and combo it. Here's a pretty cheap, man. You got some mix. It's pretty annoying, even for people at a high level, but especially those that are casuals and lack the patience to deal with all this stuff. But I just recommend you guys just watching a ton of footage if you struggle with him. See how other players deal with him. See what the things that people do that beat him, what they do to deal with him, and you'll be all right. But at least this video points out some of the most annoying things about him so that you can look out for him. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.